Let's see. Do we have a stable connection this morning? I think so. Let's see how well this lasts. Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. I predict a good week for meditation this week. Last week we didn't have any live meditations. I think this week will be great. It's good to have you here. Our teacher this week is Gary Zukav. And hey Israel, good morning, good to see you. And Gabrielle, good morning. Very, very good to see you. I have only one quote from Gary Zukav this morning. Anthony, good morning. It's good to see you, man. Because this thought was so powerful, it spoke to a meditation that I really wanted to do, and I couldn't find any other of his words or thoughts that matched this for this specific meditation and this specific teaching. So this is what we're diving into. Sunmuddy, good morning. It's good to see you. My Facebook is a little bit different again this morning. Charlene, good morning to you. I don't see, as I always do on the top of my screen, who's here. I only see something pop up at the bottom every now and again. So if I miss your name this morning, my apologies. Pat, a very good morning to you too. Right, here we go. This is our meditation for today. Gary Zukav says, the amount of stress in your life is determined by how much energy you expend resisting your life. Just that one thought for today. The amount of stress in your life is determined by how much energy you expend resisting your life. Marcella, good morning. Resistance. Take a moment, take a deep breath. And think about what is there that you resist in your life? What is the energy that resistance creates inside of you? What happens? What comes from your resistance? And what causes your resistance? It's going to be a beautiful journey today. You've had this one before. Today's meditation is called Surrender. It's very practical. It's a practical experience of what surrender creates in our life, which is obviously the complete opposite of the resistance that Gary Zukav speaks of here. Hear it one more time. The amount of stress in your life is determined by how much energy you expend resisting your life. And man, we can spend a lot of energy resisting. Quick thought on resisting just before we get started. In electrical systems, resistance is something that tries to stop the flow of electricity. That is what a resistor in an electrical system is. An old incandescent light bulb creates light because of the resistance in the metal. It tries to stop the flow of electricity so it becomes so hot that it glows. An old spiral stovetop does the same thing. The metal in that spiral stovetop, and I think it's a tungsten, it doesn't want electricity to flow through. It tries to resist the electricity flowing through, and because of that resistance, it builds up heat. It becomes so hot that it glows red, and it can boil a pot of water. All of our resistance does the same thing in our body. The amount of energy we expend resisting creates, almost similarly, a heat building up in our nervous system. And our nerves become as frayed as electrical wires can become from too much resistance. Today's meditation is surrender. Let's have an experience of the opposite of resistance. If you're ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's float away. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly, and as you breathe in, make yourself a little bit taller. Once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. This first part of the meditation is all about softening. With every exhale, becoming softer than the one before. And notice resistance in your body leaving. While you continue your full body breathing, with every exhale, softening to a deeper level than the one before, I want you to entertain this thought. It's an old thought in the coaching community or industry. The thought goes like this. What have you been unwilling to feel? What have you been unwilling to feel? The thought could be asked slightly differently. What have you been resisting? What have you been resisting feeling? Whatever in our body comes to the surface, wanting to be felt, but denied, stays below the surface. Whether it's old emotions, old memories, old traumas. We don't necessarily need to go and search for them, but when they present themselves, They need to be felt in the moment. What have you been unwilling to feel? Unwilling to deal with? Whatever you've been unwilling to feel creates resistance in your body. All of our stress is related to what we are resisting. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles in big half circles to the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow, softening circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Can you curve your spine into an S by tilting your head in one direction and tilting your hips in the other? One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch, move, adjust any part of your body that still needs a little bit of help settling down. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you can. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body, and as you do, invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. You are holding you inside of that bubble. Your arms wrapped around you. Being held safe by you. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels easy. And when you're ready, make your exhale really long, really slow. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring this thought into your mind. Resistance, surrender. What does that look like to you right now? Take your next big breath. Today's journey starts with creating this mental picture. Try and make this picture as clear as you can in your mind, and if you're able to, also feel it. Feel this image with your body. You're standing halfway in a pond. Water covering the lower half of your body. And as it is with a pond of water, sometimes from above the surface we can see all the way to the pebbles in the bottom. But sometimes something stirs. Remind yourself of what this looks like. A clear pond, being able to see all the way to the bottom. And also remind yourself what the stirring of the water looks like. Take your next big breath. The things that can cause a stir in our pond are many. Recall from your own past experience in stepping into a pond, maybe as a child playing, how when you recognize that first stir in the water, standing still and not moving, we can see how this small stir slowly settles and it's clear again. Play with that image for a while. Standing in your pond, seeing it clear. Noticing a bit of a stir in your inner world and softening, not reacting to this, just seeing. And notice how quickly it settles. Take your next big breath. But so often a small stir in our pond creates in us fear, scared of what we're seeing. Can you recall an example from your own life in this analogy? Feeling the first ripples of cloudiness in your pond. and feeling yourself respond in fear. If we can't see with clarity and we try and use our hands, use our arms to wipe away this cloudiness in an attempt to see, we move more of the water, create more of a stir, and more silt and mud floats up. And when we can see even less, when we have even less clarity, we tend to experience even more fear. And while experiencing more fear, we feel compelled to do more about this. What does it feel like splashing, thrashing, flailing in your pond? Take your next big breath. Have you found yourself with a pond so unclear that you can't even see what it is that you've been resisting? What is this even that I'm fighting? And sometimes even worse than not being able to see the clarity through the water is what we see on the surface of this pond. Take a moment to notice the choppy surface, the waves on top of your pond. Imagine looking down at your reflection in your stormy pond. What does that reflection of you look like? With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, notice this fractured, fractal, broken image of you in your stormy pond. Take your next big breath. And then caught in this inner storm, when we look down at our surface, at our reflection on the surface, caused by our own resistance, It is so easy to look at this broken, fractured image and think, this is me. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping us step out of this pond. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, stepping out of your pond, make it the longest, slowest exhale you can. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, standing outside of your pond, invite softness into every cell in your body. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. No more attention on your breathing. Sit all the way back. Or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. For a moment, be the witness to your pond. Become the observer, not trying to do anything to create clarity, but being in surrender, trusting that clarity will come. Notice how slowly the mud and silt starts settling. Notice how slowly you can start seeing the shape of pebbles on the bottom of your pond. And at some point, you start seeing with clarity again. Clarity bought with your surrender. And now when you look at the smooth surface of the pond, the image looking back at you is completely different. And a lot closer to your true nature than the image you saw in the storm. This clarity is bought by your surrender. It is created by your lack of resistance. Rupert Spira speaks beautifully about our inner, we could call them demons, dragons, strong emotions. And his words are, the only thing that they cannot stand is they can't stand in the presence of our acceptance. Whatever we struggle with internally softens in the presence of our acceptance. But likewise, the things that happen in the world around us only affect us in the presence of our resistance. It is the person saying things that I don't like them saying. My resistance to them saying it is what causes the tension in my body and the storm in my pond. My allowance of them saying it, my allowing them to say whatever they want, if it's an act of allowing, if it's a complete absence of resistance, there is not a ripple in my pond. It can be difficult to figure out what are the things we are resisting. But it's worth paying attention. Where am I trying to control? Where am I not allowing the world to be whatever it is? What am I pushing back against? Creating the first ripples in my pond that just now I'll be flailing in. Gary Zukav's words this morning, all of our stress, all of the stress in our lives come from the energy we spend in resistance. It is each of our journey to figure out what are the things we resist. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this image, a clear image of how I caused the storm in my pond. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that every time I look down at this reflection while my pond is stormy, I need to try and remember that this is not really me. This is the result of fear. This is what fear makes me look like, but it's not my true nature. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that in the absence of fear, I will always return to my true nature, just like the water always returns to its true nature. Calm and smooth surface. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to have awareness, to become aware of the first trickle of fear in my body, to become aware of the first strands of tension, of resistance in the muscles of my body, so that I can get out of my pond before I start splashing. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. The easiest way to get out of the pond is to put down whatever I'm doing and breathe. I'm just seeing your comment pop up, Charlene. maybe this one was meant for you. Yes, it could be. Love you, Charlene. Beautiful message, Gabrielle. Thank you. Good morning, Vivian. I think I just saw Maggie pop up as well. And again, Facebook's just not showing me everyone on my screen. Try to remember who to say thank you to and goodbye to. Sunmary, thank you. Israela, thank you. Pat was back there. Marcella was somewhere back there, and I can't remember who else. Lots of love to you all. Gabrielle says drifting on her back in the ocean. Anthony, thanks, dude. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Our ponds. There's a thought that pops up. Don't get caught in the trap of thinking that what you should be able to do is always have a smooth pond. That's not what the message is. We won't ever always have a smooth pond. The deeper message is trust. Trust that your true nature is the smooth pond. And trust that every time you notice the ripples in your pond or the storm in your pond, trust that you know how to get back to your true nature. Know how to get back to calm. Lots of love. Have an awesome day. See you right here again soon. Ciao, ciao.